Let's talk about comparison. Wherever comparison happens, there's always going to be strife and discord, whether that's in our interpersonal relationships or in our own personal sense of well-being. Wherever comparison happens, there's an element of shame, there's often an element of blame, objectification, and envy or jealousy. We can sometimes find ourselves comparing ourselves to others and their lives, their relationships, but we may also find ourselves comparing ourselves to previous versions of ourselves or previous life circumstances that we were in, or maybe against our own expectations or a vision of the future that we had. In almost every case where there is comparison, there's a desire underneath that's being expressed, something that is wanted, maybe a longing. And so if you find yourself often comparing yourself, I would encourage you to consider one of the three following actions. And one is you may need to grieve. You may need to go through a process of acknowledging your sadness, your disappointment, your hopes, so that you can come to a place of acceptance for what is currently true and begin to move forward from there. The second thing is you may need to intentionally shift your focus. If you've been focusing on what is lacking or what is not, you may need to begin focusing on what is present, what is there to celebrate, what is good, what is worth thinking about. You see, the more that we think about something, the easier it becomes to think about that thing. So it's important that we have good thoughts that go in a good direction. The third thing you may want to consider is if there's something you're longing for, you may need to be taking steps in your life to move towards a more fulfilling life. If there's something that you feel you are lacking and it's within your control to pursue it, you can perhaps alleviate some of that dissatisfaction by taking a next step that moves you in that direction. So if you are watching this, please drop below and tell me which of those three things is appropriate for you today.